Hello on this Monday, post-snow, and it seems like winter's kind of settling in with these cold temperatures, but we do have warmer air on the way. But let's look at sort of the snow cover from the last couple of days and a look at the snow reports, which as expected were heaviest to the north, and the metro really on the edge of that snow. Southern and southwestern Minnesota largely missing out on this, but totals from that weekend snow range from under an inch in the southwestern suburbs to as much as 3 inches in some of the northern suburbs up around Forest Lake. This is a closer view of that, and you can see that divide here of about a ½ inch to 3 inches across the metro. And it was a little less than forecast by most of the models, but came with some wind too. In fact, a 56-mile-per-hour peak wind gust. Hanley Falls in southwestern Minnesota, Yellow Medicine County, a lot of 50+ mile-per-hour wind gusts in the southwestern part of the state. So this is overlapping the actual totals that were measured. Those are the red numbers with what the model was forecasting, which are all the colors. And it was off by about 20 miles, which resulted in a difference of about 1 inch over the metro area. Now, this is not just a shift in the track, but also probably compacting and melting. But either way, we got that first 1 inch snow out of the way. 28 this morning, our first hard freeze at MSP, 3 degrees in Hibbing. So we finally dropped below 30. This is the first time at MSP that we've dropped below 30 and hit our hard freeze. This comes quite a bit later than normal, 3 weeks later than the average for seeing that first hard freeze, which is defined as 28 degrees. And only 10 other times in our record have we had our first 1 inch snow before the temperature dropped below 30 degrees. So usually we get some of our first cold air before we see our first measurable snowfall that's an inch or more. But this year, a weird year, certainly. And November so far, believe it or not, I know it seems like it's been chilly, 3.5 degrees almost above normal, and above normal for precip, something we have not seen much of lately. So yes, it's getting colder as it normally does, but we remain consistently warmer than normal, even as those temperatures drop. Alaska has been chilly though. It has been this pattern for much of the fall, 30 below zero for the first time recorded in Alaska over the last couple of days. And part of that winter pattern settling in, snow covered really filling in across Canada, sea ice expanding, of course, into the Arctic. And as we take a wider northern hemisphere view, a lot of snow has been falling lately in the last month or so across parts of Siberia and Eurasia. So all of that combined allows that, along with the very dark long nights or 24 hours of darkness in the Arctic to produce that cold air, those first real chunks of Arctic air. Meanwhile, here we've got a boundary of some warmer air moving in, and ahead of it we've been seeing the clouds. Couple of flurries today, but really over the next several days, most systems are going to be moving to our north. We have a Wednesday system that'll bring snow across Canada, maybe northern Minnesota. Same thing Saturday, a little further south, but it stays north of the metro largely, bringing some more snow showers across northern Minnesota. Mild temperatures moving in tomorrow, which by this time of year means around 50 for a high. Then we briefly cool off again Thursday. It's going to be kind of a roller coaster this week. And then we're back to above normal temperatures heading into the weekend. But remember, by the weekend, the normal high is in just the upper 30s. So above normal means 40+ degrees. It's still pretty chilly today, though. A couple of flurries yet out there, 35, 50 tomorrow, close to it. But if you're really looking for sunshine, there sure isn't much of that around. Maybe a little bit more Thursday, Friday, but it's also going to be chillier those days again before we warm back up into the 40s, it looks like, for the weekend, which, again, is a little bit above normal.